those musicians. Shame I wasn't in a position to fight back compared to the others. Thankfully, someone within this library was. Well, let's talk about what they did. Only 3 librarians could be chosen. The team would need to be chosen wisely. Otherwise, I decided to choose the glass cannon himself, Yesod. Well, the same could be said for the rest of his team. They could hit hard, but at the same time, they couldn't really take it. At least that's how their abnormalities worked. Oh yeah, and before Yesod went to take on these musicians, I told them, well, specifically them through Yesod, to not hold back, as they certainly wouldn't. Yeah. They were created as a byproduct of the musicians' actions. Not close enough to be swallowed up, but not far enough away to avoid being driven insane. As they clearly were. Yeah. Yesod had not a lot he could do. Well, some charging up was in order then. Something the Raven would need. As for what the others need to do next, they needed some defense. Yeah. The other librarians were open to attack, but then again, they've left themselves open to attack as well. Although Basil was staggered, which was unfortunate. Mumu, on the other hand, was as well. 'Cause, 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 quite evenly matched. Yeah, why am I complimenting? Especially after what they did. All they deserved from us was destruction. And destruction would be what Yesod would give him. Along with the others. Meow was finished, and she would not be missed. And Yesod decided that he could use some metallic ringing. Well, more than the others. As for what he did next, he divided his attention between the two of them. Well, the two of them that's still around. Basil took on Mumu, and Oink had Raven to contend with. Which ended badly for Mumu and Oink. Yesod, on the other hand, was incapacitated. Not that it mattered that much, as Oink was pretty much finished by this time. They weren't likely to cause problems as books. Their skills would be useful.
뭐야? 엔젤라 어떻게 된 거야? 그 피는 넌 피를 흘릴 수 없는 몸이었잖아.
그러게. 게다가 원래 몸이라면 이 정도 충격은 영향을 주지 않을 텐데.
맞은 곳은 괜찮아?
아직 문제는 없어. 하지만 맞는다는 것은 굉장히 아픈 거네.
설마 진짜 인간에 가까워지고 있는 거야?
자유에 가까워지는 모습 중 하나겠지. 걱정할 필요 없는 수준이야.
Yeah, that was new. Angela bleeding. And it looks like Tibereth has something to do. Tibereth? Yeah, that'll have to wait. As there's another general invite to send out. This one involving the stray dogs. if I can get the books out. Much better. An urban legend class syndicate. We can't have them causing trouble. Plus, they have something useful. Would be fools not to. Make use of what they had. Yeah, it was time for Netzach to get some action. Even though he made it clear already that he didn't like it. Well, he'd need to do that at some point. As he had some useful applications when it came to, well, let's just say he was a combat medic. In terms of what he could do. Yeah, the stray dogs were lost since those in command were turned into books. As for what Netzach had, Spike had a little stagger resistance reduction added to anything Pearson, but I honestly don't know why Netzach bothered, considering Spike didn't have a lot of Pearson attacks to begin with. So that was pretty much useless in the end. Yeah, it needs to get better because there are some things which are a lot less forgiving than these guys were. Or rather would be. One stray dog down. Well, they're all down in the end. As for Isaac, yeah, Netzach would benefit from a lot of Pearson. At least with the power of the porcupus. But it didn't matter by this point, as the Syndicate was cut to size. Well, those ones were. As for the next group, I decided that it was time for Malkuth to play. Amadeus could do with some action himself. Yeah. Thought it'd be a good idea to send him some fresh ones. Malkuth reluctantly agreed. Yeah, she was still feeling uneasy about this situation. Not liking it. Although I kinda see a point. It wasn't something that any of us could do about it. That's that, and this is this. Yeah, I'm starting to see her point with that. I mean, Hode's points, rather. Although, why did she put on sales book? I mean, a little revealing, isn't it? Perhaps she considered the benefits outweighing the inconveniences. Well, can't think of anything else that would make sense. And Noel got what he preferred, and that was the ability to set things on fire with pages other than that which caused it. Yeah, best to go in for the kill. Amadeus certainly thought so. Amadeus was feeling nostalgic. I didn't know why at the time. As, well, I think this was his first battle. Well, if it wasn't, this was the first battle that I paid enough attention to well, give it. Yeah, it's more of what we got, but it helps to have more to work with, especially considering what we've got to deal with. Oh yeah, there was something else to take care of before we moved on from here. Something involving the Molar office. And it turned out to be the friends of those who were with the Hook office. Apparently they didn't consider them to be sellouts after they went somewhat legit. As for who'd take them on, well, to begin with, that'd be Yesod's team. Yeah. Let's see how good they were. They certainly like cutting in. And Raven, she decided to cut into one of those behind the leader of this group. Vincent did the same with the other guy. Yeah. Their efforts were more successful than Yesod's was. And Vincent received a metallic ring with the hope that it'd be at least somewhat useful. And Yesod went on the offensive, as was his role. He may have left things wide open, but at least everyone was utilizing their borrowed abilities to their fullest. Yeah, I was kicking myself because we weren't doing that. Well, we were by this point. And a good thing we did too is it meant that we were living up to our potential. And no, I don't know why Vincent was wearing that. Maybe he wanted to subtly joke around. Well, if that's what he feels like, and it doesn't negatively affect his performance, why stop him? Yeah. By this point, Yesod was capable of doing 3 things at once in a single round. Yeah, it was practically over by this point. As for the next wave, that would be divided between Yesod, as he'd already taken care of the first group, and Hope's group, with Nyx pulling the weight around here. Well, she needed something to do. As for what Old and her team did, they needed to do something that hit hard. To send a message to him that they wouldn't go down easily. It mostly went right, but then it didn't. Yeah. There wasn't a lot that could be done, at least on the offense. But what could be done was mostly done well, as one of the X gang was incapacitated. It was time for Elise to have some social distancing. And also to burn. As for what Hoden would do, it would involve a mix of burning and pummeling. Not quite to death, but they were so close they might as well be dead. The power of the spider blood was in Nyx. Hopefully, it would make a difference. As for the others, well, they had some X-Gang members to pummel to death. and they were only 50% successful. Which wasn't going to be much of an issue once they gave up on Sullivan. Yeah, I know, not their role, but they did it surprisingly well. They'd be joining the Hook office as part of the library. Tiprev looked like she had her work cut out for her. But that could wait. The next red invitation. That was next. We needed more to work with.
아무것도 안 먹으면 죽을 거야.
신경 써주셔서 감사합니다만 아직 입맛이 없어요.
사무소가 통째로 전멸했는데 그럴만하지. 그래도 마음 독하게 먹으라고.
자기 잘못이라고 생각하고 있어?
네. 제가 말렸더라면, 제가 좀 더 노련하고 강했더라면, 제가 도망치지만 않았더라면.
그러면 네 책임이야.
예?
네가 어리숙하고 약해 빠져서 동료들이 다 죽은 거 맞다고. 이제 마음이 좀 편해졌어? 네가 편한 대로 생각하면 돼. 일이 벌어지면 결과에 생각하기 편한 이유를 갖다 붙이면 되잖아? 실제 원인이 무엇인지보다 납득하고 싶은 대로만 생각하고 싶은 거잖아.
어이 꼬맹이들, 너무 괴롭히지 마.
난 안 괴롭혔어. 갈궜던 건 파멜리뿐이라고.
그래 필립, 이제 이야기할 정신이 들었나?
네. 배려 감사드립니다.
형제 사무소인데 돕고 살아야지.
미안하게 됐네. 우린 그때 마침 12구 골목에서 뒤틀림 사건을 처리하던 중이었어. 여덟 시에 서커스에 당한 놈들은 오직 광기와 쾌락만을 위한 쇼를 펼치더군. 마치 지옥 속의 축제 같았지. 어지간히 애를 먹었어.
그래서 나 몸 한 번 교체했잖아. 이 몸은 정말 내 취향이 아닌데.
의체인가요? 하지만 그 모습은 윤리 개정안에 걸리지 않나요?
의체가 아니라 내 몸의 복사본이야. 내가 예전에 들어두는 생체 복구 보험이 있거든. 파멜리의 몸뚱아리는 형체도 남지 않게 찢겨서 이 방법이 아니고서야 해결책이 없더라고. 그나마 대가리라도 남은 게 다행이었지. 해결사 보험은 돈만 빼먹는 순 도둑놈들인 줄 알았는데 드물게 덕을 본 거야. 참, 너네 사무소는 해결사 보험 같은 거 안 들어뒀어?
얼마 안 된 신입이라 경황이 없어 그것까지는 잘 모르겠습니다.
나중에라도 알아보는 게 좋을 거야. 보험 형태와 조건도 다양하니까.
몸을 복구한 건 다행인데 말이지. 왜 하필 이런 몸일까?
뭐? 당장 급해서 기껏 복사 시술을 해줬는데 저 새끼 말하는 꼬라지 봐라.
비싸면 뭐하냐고. 거울 볼 때마다 삶의 의욕이 안 나는데.
그 몸 망가뜨리기만 해봐. 아니다. 그냥 이번에는 어떤 방법으로든 복구할 수 없게 죽어버리는 게 낫겠다. 그러면 복사본 값은 안 줘도 돼.
맞짱 뜨자는 거?
그래, 이 새끼야.
살바도르 말대로 자네 쌍화차 타는 솜씨 하나는 일품이군.
과찬이십니다.
필립, 자네 생각은 어떤가? 도서관이 뒤틀림과 관련이 있어 보였나?
모르겠습니다. 뒤틀림을 직접 겪어본 적이 없어서요. 하지만 그 어떤 것보다도 이질적으로 보였습니다. 스승님과 선배는 그곳에서 책으로 바뀌었고.
도움이 안 되는군. 이 문제에 대해서는 여러 협회가 꽤 예민해져 있다네. 협회뿐만이 아니지. 날개와 손가락들도 뒤틀림에 대해서는 어떻게 해야 할지 감을 못 잡고 있으니까.
예,
그런 건 아무 상관없다는 표정이구만. 뒤틀림이고 뭐고 간에 자네는 지금 당장이라도 도서관으로 돌아가서 동료들의 책을 찾고 싶은 것이지.
마음 같아서는 그러고 싶습니다. 하지만 스승님께서 남겨주신 쪽지에는 섣불리 행동하지 말고 오스카님에게 의지하라고 적혀 있습니다.
그 친구도 참 곤란한 걸 떠넘겨줬군. 이 일이 늘 그래왔지만 그 친구 아내와 자식들 상심이 크겠어. 혹시 만나봤나?
아니요, 아직 찾아뵙지 못했습니다.
왜지?
면목이 없어서 말이죠.
우리의 다음 목적지는 도서관이네. 장비 챙겨두도록.
감사합니다.
착각하지는 말게. 목적지가 같기 때문에 데려가 주는 것뿐이니까. 그리고 친구에 대한 최소한의 책임을 치를 뿐이지. 적어도 우리 사무소에서는 절대 자네 같은 해결사를 받지 않을 거야. 물을 흐리거든.
동료들을 위해서 받은 은혜에 보답하기 위해서 행동하는 것이 그렇게 한심한 일입니까? 어딜 가도 정에 연연하지 말라느니, 급에 맞지 않는다느니, 어리숙하다느니. 해결사라면, 아니, 도시에 살아가는 사람이라면 누군가를 위해서 행동하면 안 되는 것입니까?
짜증나서 못 들어주겠네. 네가 잘못 생각하고 있다고 했어? 그런 생각을 하는 해결사는 우리 사무소에서 받지 않겠다는 것뿐이잖아. 궁상 좀 떨지 마. 감정에 휘둘리는 놈만큼 등을 맡기기에 위험한 놈도 없으니까. 너 하나 챙기자고 우리가 다 죽어도 된다는 거야, 뭐야?
자네는 자신이 누군가를 위해서 행동한다고 굳게 믿고 있겠지. 삭막하고 이기적인 도시의 사람들과 달리 자신은 이타적으로 행동하고 있다고. 그 이상의 가치를 위해 싸우고자 한다고. 하지만 그것은 철저히 이기적인 생각이야. 이기적인 생각 중에서도 자신을 속이는 가장 위험한 부류지. 이타적인 행동이라는 건 인간에게 있을 수 없어. 누군가를 위해서 목숨을 바치겠다는 것도 자신을 위한 것이야. 그것도 주위의 사람들을 좀먹으며 파멸로 이끄는 아주 위험한 이기주의.
선!
말은 그럴싸하게 했지만 정말 네가 살바도르나 다른 동료들을 위해서 열을 내는가 싶기도 하군.
먼저 준비하고 있도록 하겠습니다.
필립이라는 녀석이 상처받았을지 어떨지 모르지만 나도 동의하는 바야. 자신이 아닌 누군가를 위해서라는 껍질 뒤에 숨은 이기주의만큼 지독하고 위험한 게 없어.
알 것 같아. 자신이 아닌 누군가를 위한 것이라 각오한 마음만큼 무섭고 추악한 게 없지. 그것이 희생을 감수할 가치가 있는 정의라고 생각할수록 그 자부심에 취해 주의를 보지 않는 거야. 어떻게 되든 상관없는 거지. 오직 그 정의를 위해 다른 것들을 짓밟아가며 달려나가도 돼. 당위성이 부여되니까.
와하, 이번엔 정말 마음이 통한 것 같아. 나 감동했어.
샴페인이라도?
야, 표정 안 펴? 짜증나게 하네 진짜.
극복해가는 중이잖아. 배려 좀 해주자.
이런 사소한 것도 미묘한 컨디션에 영향을 준다고.
됐습니다. 전 신경 쓰지 마세요. 여러분 발목은 잡지 않겠습니다.
자네가 발목을 잡을 것 같다고 판단한 순간 난 자네를 꿰뚫을 거야.
환영합니다, 손님. 분위기가 영 좋지 않네요.
기계인 줄 알았다만 인간이 섞여 있는 것인가?
너무 그렇게 노려보지는 마. 죽이려고 찌른 건 아니고 잠깐 확인해보고 싶었으니까.
무례하네. 예절이란 것을 배우지 못했나 봐.
도서관의 사서는 상냥하다고 들었는데.
다짜고짜 뺨을 날리는 손님에게 더 이상 예의를 갖출 필요성을 못 느껴서 말이야.
미안하네. 우리 목숨이 어떻게 될지 모르는 상황에서 예의를 차릴 틈 같은 건 없어서 말이야.
어련하시겠어?
자네 들은 정보와는 인상이 다르네.
나름의 고충이 있나 보지.
Yeah, some people, they have no decency. Oh, and as for Angela, she might want to review what she's said so far. The irony might have escaped her. Anyway, the Wedge office was next. Oh, and Philip, of course.